Hey guys, it's Elena. Today's video is going to be a little different because it's about a comment I received on my very first video, the one where I celebrated 30 years of no contact with my toxic, abusive family of origin. Now, I normally don't give trolls attention, but this comment is a masterclass in why generational cycles of abuse continue. And more importantly, it's a chance to show every survivor watching exactly how to take your power back when someone tries to shame you, silence you, or rewrite your story to make themselves comfortable. So let's get into it. So here's what this man wrote under my video, and I quote, "You grew up at different times. We all had a rough growing up during the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Wait until your son divorces you. Karma comes for everyone," unquote. Now, there's a lot going on in this one little paragraph. You have minimization of childhood trauma. You have false equivalence. You have misogyny. You have a threat disguised as karma. You have projection, bitterness, and a total inability to regulate himself in the presence of a woman who broke the cycle and is using her story to help others. And like any good abuser apologist, he wrapped it all in the dismissive blanket of everyone had it rough. This is exactly what keeps generational cycles alive. So why do people like this viewer say things like this? People who resort to projection instead of engaging in self-reflection react very strongly to survivors who have done the work that they themselves refuse to do. When you heal, tell the truth, break the cycle, walk away, and build the life that was denied to you, it threatens the entire illusion they've built to avoid accountability. Because if your healing is real, then their denial has nowhere left to hide. Comments like this one come from people who cannot face their own behavior, cannot accept the harm they've caused, cannot imagine someone choosing peace over chaos, cannot understand love unless it's mixed with fear. So when he said we all had a rough childhood, what he really meant was, if I admit your childhood was abusive, then I have to admit my own behavior or the behavior of the people I protect was abusive too. And when he said, wait until your son divorces you, what he meant was, a woman who sets boundaries terrifies me, so I'm going to project failure onto your motherhood. It's transparent, it's weak, and it's exactly the kind of thinking that keeps broken men like this broken. Here's what I wrote back to him, and I'm sharing it so everyone watching this knows. You're allowed to defend your truth unapologetically without tolerating someone else's ignorance. And here's what I said, and I quote, "At half the age the Epstein survivors were when they were targeted, I was raped for 3 years by an uncle and then blamed for it by my parents, who kept abusing me until I finally shut the door for good. That wasn't the times. What I experienced should never happen to anyone in any decade. Your attempt to minimize that is pathetic and weak. I broke the cycle, and along with my husband of 31 years, raised 3 incredible sons in the love, stability, and safety I never had. If that triggers you, that's not my story exposing me, it's your issues exposing you. You are the poster child for exactly why generational cycles of abuse persist, and you clearly have zero idea how karma works," unquote. In short, I said what I said. Calm, direct, clear. No begging, no explaining, no shrinking. And the best part, my response didn't come from the little girl who was hurt. It came from the woman who healed. Here's the real message for anyone watching. Number one, you owe abuser apologists nothing. Not understanding, not softness, not education, not your emotional bandwidth. Number two, minimization is its own confession. Anyone who calls child violation growing up rough is telling on themselves loudly. And number three, breaking the cycle exposes people who never will, especially those who benefited from others staying silent. Number four, speaking your truth is not cruelty, it's clarity. And the people who get the most angry when survivors speak, they're the ones who counted on your silence. Number five, karma doesn't come for the ones who heal. It comes for the ones who harm, deny, and belittle. He tried to weaponize karma. What he didn't realize is that karma lives in cause and effect. So when you cause pain without remorse, you get pain in return. When you cause healing, even through your own survival, you get peace. I don't share this for attention. I don't share it to clap back for entertainment value. I share it because too many survivors have been conditioned to believe the lie. Lies that say, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I should stay quiet. Maybe I don't deserve boundaries. Maybe people will judge me. Maybe I'm the problem. No, you survived what others didn't. You healed what others refused to face. You built a life out of ashes from a fire that someone else lit. And the people who try to shame you for that, they shame you because your existence proves they chose not to change. I want survivors to see that you can respond firmly, truthfully, and unapologetically, and that you can do it from a place of peace, not rage. That's what real cycle breaking looks like. If you're watching this and you've carried the weight of people like him, people who minimize your trauma, gaslight you, rewrite your story, or try to shame you for choosing yourself, I want you to know something. You don't owe anyone access to you. You don't owe anyone silence. And you do not have to accept anyone else's version of your life. So, break the cycle. Tell your story. Stand in the truth of who you are, not who they tried to turn you into. And remember, karma is not coming for you. It's coming for the ones who harmed, denied, and chose comfort over accountability. As always, I'm Elena, and this is What Was Meant. Thanks for watching, and thank you for standing with me as we build something beautiful from what was meant to destroy us. I'll see you in the next video.